meeting on the President of St. Charles Rotary Club, and we welcome our other clubs from Exmoor and Hancock. This has been a great turnout this evening, and we're so proud to host you here in Bay Creek's new event facility. It's a beautiful facility, great food, so we're really fortunate to have this beautiful space over here. We welcome our district governor, Joy. Joy Live. We will. Say your name wrong. We welcome Joy to visit us this evening. We're going to hear from her a little bit later on in our evening, and we do have a couple of awards to give out later on as well. But more than that, I'm going to have us all stand and give our Rotary motto first, and then we'll let you know.
No.
Jim, a blessing.
Please join in prayer or meditation as you please, as I say, bless this food to our gifts and us to thy service. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Please have a seat. And we're going to start with this table first. Here, of course, is a Rotary style meal. We're going to start with this table. We're going to
Hi, John.
I started wearing my pink pants today, but everyone said we're just competing with. So I didn't.
I couldn't stand the competition.
And they're about this color. Right. That white shirt, that would have been really styled, you know?
What size are you? You get to give them to me.
The last time I won, you've been trying to make, either take your position. Oh.
But I did want to start first. Please just need to help yourself to the bar. I'm getting agree with you need if there's water over here. They're getting ready to start doing a hot coffee to help yourself. And of course, there's dessert. Don't hesitate to plate and get your beverage meal back as well as your dessert pieces back. That said, we're going to hear from our district governor. And I think we'll do a brief introduction short. He comes to us from the Rotary Club of Newport. He retired mayor on top of that after 44 years. Her last time at Village Bay. She attended VCU and she graduated from the Virginia Bankers Association School of Bank Management, held at the University of Virginia. Joy was nominated by her club and honored as one of the volunteers of the year in 2011 by the Houston Chamber of Commerce. And then in 2020, she was selected with 43 others building the Greater Region as the Bold Women of Richmond. That is a well-earned title for those who get to know Joy this evening. I've had the privilege of getting to know her for the last year. Spot on. She first joined the board of the club, the Rotary board of her club, and started with our secretary. She served as the president from 2012 to 2013. She then moved up to serve as the assistant governor for Area 2. She covered the Rotary Twin, Devon, and Football areas, and served on the District Rotary Foundation Committee as Secretary Rotary every year chair, followed by the annual fund and the development chair position. And she also led the District Board Committee in 2020 to 2022. Those who see the officer or resident can. Joy supports the Rotary Foundation. She's currently a major donor, benefactor, and a member of the staff, Polio Plus, and Paul Harris Society. Her husband Mike is a Paul Harris Fellow as well, an honorary member of the Kingston Club. Joy is a proud mom of the growing children, Jeff. And they are both married, so I didn't want to butcher their name either. All right. And she enjoys loads of fun and visiting clubs like ours, enjoying meals with this nation, facilitating events such as the multi-district sections of CFP President Elect Pet Training Seminar, the pet, we all know it. That's where I first met Julie. She also attends the conferences and conventions of Rotary, having recently gone to the convention, the international convention in Singapore. She's going to be getting a calendar to Calgary next summer. We're doing the next international Rotary convention. Outside of the Rotary Love, she's also served as the Usually Christmas Mother in 2020. I'm hoping to learn more about what that means. It sounds painful. Tell you more about her personal life and walk, but most importantly, I don't think I've heard enough in, but I did try to clean up quite a few of the pins that I secured this year in honor of Joy coming here today, finding joy in the journey and the magic of Rotary. So I think he's going to talk a bit about that and some other experiences. We welcome Joy this evening. It's too far into saying how to honor what the thing from the past year, and I think they have a team of three people to those parts. First, I would like Andre to step forward. He's a special person who works with person. I want to do always pleased to hear from me, but that case that I served on the district foundation committee for almost 9 years, and one of the opportunities is on the front end is being able to encourage others to give to the Rotary Foundation. So it's my privilege and honor this evening to have Jane come up here. In his first, Paul Harris fella, and then what did you know? You know, this is, 32 years support to the foundation, you know, this one of the more you know. So thank you. Also, a recognition at the Change of Leadership and Awards Bank a couple of weeks ago. Selection of outstanding presidents that received recognition, and I would like for Mark. Not only do you get a certificate, but you can wear this back. But thank you, really selected. Yes, you're special. Maybe we'll fill it up with a free glass of water.
Yeah, congratulations, that's great, yeah, good job.
Alright, So thank you for allowing me to be here. I was here a couple of years ago, and Kenny was doing his presentation at the Virginia, and I wanted to come to East Shore. I lived in Virginia all my life, and I had never been to Eastern Shore. So that's, so my cousin was able to come with me that particular night. I think we were at the yacht club. Yeah. And so my schedule was such that not only did I come that evening to be with you guys, then we stayed and drove up to the Chickasee area for a couple of days and got to explore the whole town, got to go ponies, got to go to the museum, ice cream, and our greenery. The Drowning Sand is voted as one of the nation's right, and then split was off the chain. And one of the restaurants, and then when we left, we went over to Wall and one and spent some time over there. I wish I could do that again this time. So I'll have to be back, and the other thing is when there's this crab cake that was a fundraiser, and I have to on my way back with yeah. So thank you for your hospitality. So I like to use rocks. That it disappeared, so I'm not going to disappear tonight. So we transitioned this past year from Create Hope in the World down to the magic of Rotary. And our Rotary International President Stephanie Yerchak started that theme, and we'll tell you a little bit of the story behind that. But a word about Stephanie. Stephanie Yerchak hails from Western Pennsylvania. If you read your magazine, you see her in a sea of yellow seats. She is a huge Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I mentioned that because that is zone 33. And we, District 7600, is also zone 33. I'm not noticing this because the first time that we had an international president for zone 34. The magic of Rotary. But we chose that specifically because years ago, he was part of a team that went there to the Dominican Republic. They were there to install water filters to one of the villages. And as you can imagine, the work like that is done, that bringing in crowds of individuals looking to see what's going on. So they had gone through the installation process, only to then next go through the testing process. So you've got water that's not too clean, probably the color of this floor, and it goes through the filtration system and it comes out clean. And that's the significance because this little boy, a couple of boys actually were there watching this process. And one of them went over to Stephanie, yanked her on the arm and said, "Lady, show me the magic." This was a game changer for that group of villagers. The fact that they could then have clean drinking water that we take for granted every day. And so this would help prevent disease for those children as well as those in the village. So the magic of Rotary came about. It not only changed the lives of that young boy, but for Stephanie, she felt like it changed her life as well. And she obviously kept that in mind when she was deciding to do her theme for the year. The Rotary Action Plan. This is something that also Stephanie worked on a few years back with a team. It involved representatives from around the world to talk about what it is that we would use as a means to an end. And to create the relevancy associated with Rotary. Now, we've got 3 clubs in here, each club probably does things a little differently, and we've got 60-some in the district, so that also applies. But I want to read you the vision that came from that, and how that then can apply to us as a district. So together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our community, and in ourselves. And with this vision, there are 4 goals or pillars that are used. And I want to talk about what those are and how that applies to our district this year. So the first one is increasing our impact, followed by expanding our reach, enhancing participant engagement, and increasing our ability to adapt. So I'd like to share with you a couple of things that we are doing in the district this year that fall underneath those categories. Under increase our impact, and this one's exciting because this Saturday, we're doing a ribbon cutting over in Chesapeake. And you may have heard about that we have been in the process of this mobile medical unit that has now been delivered on site and being used. And this unit came about a couple years ago, really under Kenny and Stephen Deere, Mr. Governor, who have been working on getting this in place. And what this medical unit does is it is serving the underserved in the Chesapeake area. And so folks can come up without need of an appointment. They can go in and do things like get their blood pressure checked, get some minor things taken care of without having to worry about how we're going to pay for it. I've had a couple of other clubs when I brought this up, asked about, gosh, if we can succeed in this, can we do this elsewhere? So I think this is a pretty exciting project. The big part of it is this is a global grant. Most often we're familiar with district grants. Each year, we put in the opportunity to submit for district grants, and then as those approvals are made, then you're able to fulfill your desire for that grant. This being a global grant, we're involved in global grants, but here's the difference. This global grant is in our backyard of 7,600. We partnered with a club outside of the US to take care of this grant. That other partnering club is in Ghana. So many times we go down to fulfill these. This time we have a partner in Ghana that came to us and said, I want to be a part of this program. So this is new for us. We've never had this happen in our backyard quite like this. So we're very excited about that. Foundation giving is very personal. I realize that. I'm a proud supporter of the foundation. I support the foundation because I want clubs like you to be able to put in those grant requests years later and be able to get those funds that are going to help you support what you do in the community. So we're going to continue to look at how we can best support our grant opportunities through annual giving. One of the things is the Polio Plus Society, which is something that is $100 a year. Folks that give it on a regular basis become a part of that society, and we continue to work on our #1 mission at Rotary, and that is to eradicate polio. Expanding our reach. So back in January, Stephanie had every district governor-elect at that time attend an international assembly. It was held in Florida. And there's over 530 some districts across the world. So you can imagine having all these DGEs in together to discuss and talk and learn. And I can tell you, language barriers certainly existed. You know, we in our project teams had to wear translation equipment.
in order to best understand what everybody was saying. So one of the things she did at lunch one day was she said, I have some goals I'd like to share with you. And it involved around membership. So she says, I would like each district governor elect to think about growing by 4 clubs in your district this coming year. I can assure you, it felt like a pin dropping in the room, because this has not been an easy process for our district. We've made, stabs at it, and we're getting better at it. 4 clubs seems pretty ominous, but I reached out to Tracy Lego, who's our district membership chair, and said, can we do this? He's okay. I'm like, okay. And he said, the way we're gonna do it, and the way Stephanie explained it to us, is your traditional club setting, and Goochland is one of them, meets on Friday, every week, breakfast. We have a routine meeting format, and we have over 65 members in our club. Yeah, there are opportunities for us to look at different kinds of memberships, to include things like companion clubs, impact clubs, Rotary clubs. So what Stephanie was telling us is there's more than one way that we can grow our membership, and that's through alternatives. Rich Salon happens to be our innovation membership chair for the district. And so I said to him, I said, 4, can we do 4? He says, no, we're not doing 4. He says, we're gonna do 6. So I'm like, all right, go ahead. All right, we're gonna do this. So they are very energetic guys. They are very willing to help clubs. And so I'll let you know that their support to you, if you're looking at ways to grow membership, they are available. So the other thing Stephanie says at the same time is not only would I like each district to grow by 4, I would like you to grow by a net 100 members. Another pin drop moment, because I'll give you some perspective. Like 4 years ago, our district had a negative net growth of 150. Like 2 years ago, we were about a negative 50. And with Rudy's year just ending, we were at a negative 9. Now, you can see the trend line on that, and that's very promising for us. And we keep membership at the top of our conversations because, as I was sharing with the board earlier, the way I look at it is the more hands we have, the more opportunity we have to do more. We have some clubs that are 10 members. That's a struggle to get things done when the same folks are doing all the projects. So this is a very big, important area for us, and I feel very confident that we can do that this year. Enhancing participant engagement. So with that, I made a personal decision earlier this year that I wanted to call each new member that comes into 7600 with a personal phone call. There's an email that goes out under my name, but I wanted to be able to do this on a personal level. And I kind of lacked that in a couple of cases, because it's like, you have enough things to do, much less make a phone call. But I've been able to do this, and guys, what the exciting part is, the majority of the calls that I made, the folks went through the phone. How often would you pick up your phone and answer if you didn't know who it was on the other end? So it has been really to have these phone conversations. Things like, I would do a little homework on that, who's your sponsor? Why would you ultimately join? What are you expecting to come out of Rotary as a member? And just hearing some of those stories has been very heartwarming and encouraging to know that if we do this right, we can retain our members for a long, long time. So I'm looking forward to having more phone calls, and I believe there's one I don't know whether to hear this tonight, but I got a download of a few emails earlier this week, so I'm going to be making some additional phone calls, before the end of the week. Youth services. This is an area that I would say since 2020, we need to do more on. And, our youth services director or chair this year is Debbie Snow. She is from the James City Satellite Club. She came here from California, Oregon, about 2 years ago, and she was a youth services chair there. So she's got some great experience. She's very excited about what we can do to expand our youth this year. So a couple of areas include our youth services exchange program. We haven't had that in activity for a few years now. Again, COVID kind of put the kibosh on that. But this program allows us to have students go overseas and then we bring students in. It's a wonderful exchange program. I had one from Italy over 10 years ago. And what's kind of cool about it is staying in touch with these individuals. And she is now an anesthesiologist and a mom. So it's just really cool to see that. So we're looking to bring that back in force. We're in the process of working through it. It won't be this fall, but we are working it so that Pat will be able to benefit from that when she's district governor. Also with this program is our Rolla program, our Rotary Youth Leadership Award program we hold in February. We had about 70-some students last year. We're looking to get 100 in there, and we're starting this month to get the word out on that. So that's another one. We also have Interact clubs, and those, we have Sasha Reynolds from our French George Club. The French George Club has an Interact club that has like 30-some students in it. So Sasha is really energetic about this. So we're looking to do more, and we just had another Interact club come into play this past month. So we're very excited about that. So all things youth services related. The other thing, and I spoke to the board about this, we have, I think, a responsibility to help our youth that are in the ages of probably 15 to 20. It is probably one of the areas that struggle with it the most. You know, Andre, you may see this because of the Y. And so we are looking to put together a resilience peer facilitation program that Susanna Calvert, who is our mental health district chair, and I spoke with her earlier this year about what she wanted to do for this coming year, and we just kept circling back around you. And I said, well, instead of like being all this, let's focus on a subset, put some energy and resources behind it and make a difference. So she's already working on this, and we're looking to build this program this year for that. So all things youth. Increasing our ability to adapt. Two things: continuity of leadership and bylaws. So we're meeting with President-elect like Katie earlier this year. We were going through, okay, do you know who your president is going to be in July of 25? And congratulations. So a lot of clubs that really don't know. I had one club that could not tell me who the president was going to be for July 1st of this year until April. So there's reasons for that. You know, there's just, you know, that inability to put plans in place, or there's just, again, small membership groups that are having to just kind of, you know, find a way to get back on. And so I offer out the fact that I have folks in our district, we have resources that can help clubs that need to find out how they can best build succession planning. So that folks like Bill don't have to do it for the third year, right? So.
Don't give them ideas.
Want to vote on it now?
Yeah.
I had a couple of clubs that said, let's go ahead and vote, let's spend it all off. So we had, it was 60-some clubs, we have about 24 that have presidents who have been presidents of both. Of the 24, we have 12 that are back-to-back year presidents. So what does that say? So we're trying to figure that out. Also, bylaws. Everybody in this room that's a Rotarian should know where their club bylaws are. And I will tell you, there are folks that don't know when the last time they were updated. And as you're looking at things like membership changes, if you want to do back-to-back year, presidents as a part of your routine, then your bylaws should reflect that. So there's relevancy that's needed inside of those. And I also have folks that are very much, available to help clubs that need help with their bylaws. One club member recently said to me, he says, I don't think we've looked at our bylaws since, I'm gonna bring a number up, because I'm gonna give the club away, over 50 years ago. Now, like, it can't be over 50 years ago. But in their mind, it's been a long time. So please take a look at your bylaws, and if you need help and support on those, then certainly let me know. Last thing I'm gonna talk about is, before I knew what Stephanie was going to decide on for theme, I wanted something that was going to resonate with me. I wasn't sure what it would be, but when I saw it, I thought it would be something that I could use. So I found it, and I've used it quite a few times. Katie kind of made a reference to it. So I found this in one of the local shops where I live, and it was just something that I thought, okay, I can have some fun with this. And it says, find joy in the journey. And I thought, okay, what is this really resonating with me on? And to me, it was saying that, July 1st comes and then June 30th stops the Rotary year. And so for the Katie and Bills of the world, it's just, it can be a huge check mark, right? Mission accomplished. But are we finding joy in the journey? And for me, it was the same thing. I want this year to be a lot of fun for our folks and a sense of accomplishment as well. And so how we go about doing it is finding joy in the journey. So for new members in particular, how are we helping them find it as well? We're all volunteers in this room. The last time I checked, you don't have to be here tonight if you didn't want to, right? So how are we doing this and making a difference, not only in our local communities, in our district, but in our world as Rotarians? So with that, I thank you for letting me be here and share some of these thoughts with you. And that's it. I don't know about any of that. Telling me about what happened in the change of mission, got stolen. And we decided to do a raffle or, do a, thing. And so we raised $1,700 for polio plus in 5 minutes to get the fund. And then some other people added some over $2,000 for like 5 minutes before break cost. So anyway, having some fun with the money. Thank you.
Just a few more items. I would love for Smith and Bill to come join me up here. Representing your respective clubs. Next more. I'm so glad we were able to host this wonderful dinner with our district governor. So I want to give you a chance, if you'd like to say a few words to right here.
You go ahead.
Again, it's great to see everybody here.
I know the three of us got together, we talked about wanting to find more opportunities for us to get together as three clubs. Especially to kind of reach out to welcome in some new folks, to the clubs. So, I look forward to more partnerships.
I have a trip, I'll be all right. I'd like to thank, Gage also, for hosting this tonight, it's really nice to be here. And everybody, I appreciate you showing up, you can be anywhere else in the world, like, things like this really mean something, to show, get our ideas together. I really appreciate everybody being here, like, thank you.
And they know, and I think most of you may know at this point, we applied for a regional grant this year. Cape Charles typically is applying for it, and we went after a grant for a boatmobile to service the lower, for all of Northampton County, I won't just say the lower, all of Northampton County and our school systems and the children who live in our community. You got it? Yes. Someone's actually providing the bus, they're making the conversion happen, we are going to help get the bus wrapped, so it's quite colorful and deliver their message to the bookmobile. You saw in the back, for our club locally, there's still a slight gap in funding, so we are wrapping off the model of the Dead Rise, boat. And it's not really about the model, it's beautiful, and we want someone to win it who will love it, but it also, for every ticket that we can sell for $5, that's a book we can give to our children. And so for us, it's really the message we're trying to do, so, if you haven't reached out to the various clubs, we're coming your way to get you some tickets for us. It's gonna continue all the way through September. At the Krabby Blues Crab Festival in Cape Charles is where we will actually pull the raffle ticket, the winning raffle ticket for that model. And we are so thankful to one of our members, Jim Rich.
He's,
Oh, Jim Rich for donating that, so you wanna add a little more?
the boat is not only beautiful, it is a scale model of a dead rise. And it was made by another Rotarian who, in retirement, became an artist. I actually worked for him when he was running a nonprofit in Salisbury. But his name was Jack Smith, lived in Mardella Springs, Maryland, and grew up in Somerset County. So it's really an Eastern Shore product made by an Eastern Shoreman. And it's gonna look great on someone's mantle or in display at the. So I'll be there, selling tickets if you're interested in support. Thank you.
And actually, you can head over just about any Rotarian from Cape Charles, we have tickets to sell right now, so we're happy to do that this evening, if you have some money like to part with it. We're just call on the floor, we'll take that too. With that said, I do also, I know the staff is moving in and out, they serve a wonderful meal this evening. Very good, so I hope it was great too, but the meal itself was fantastic, so thank you very much. With that said, I think we are going to do our tradition of how we end a meeting, so we are going to ask you to stand again, and remember the thing, say, oh, thank you, Betty. I'm so glad she said that. We do have one more to give, and I'm totally proud of it, so enjoy. I'm waiting for it. So this is on behalf of all three of the clubs, this is our gift to our district governor. I know it's hard to see, I'm gonna hang it. But for those who can't see it, if you can, come and look at it, it'll be great. And it also is earmarked for each of our three clubs shown on here. And more importantly, we put an engraving on here of your day of your visit. And we'll be on top. Joy to say, you're the district governor and the joy of magic. Oh, because that. how we, our communities, we think, say, and do your Rotary. Ready?
Things we think,
Will build better friendships. Will be beneficial to all concerned.
And. Thank all of you.
Can you believe this? Guys, thank you so much. You all knock it out of the park.
Well, you guys come back.
Oh, we'll be back.